Welcome to the finals of the tournament before heaven. All matches before were leading up to this final showdown. 6 participants qualified for the tournament and 2 managed to advance to the finals. However, only one can be victor and be crowned as a true Emperor God. Our first finalist is DasFvomEi, the Wood Emperor, who had a good record throughout the season and were placed first in the leaderboard. He first specialized in metal before getting a taste for the wood element and mastered it within the first season and is considered to be the tournament favorite, but had a very close matchup before the finals. Going against him is our second finalist, Eevoo, the Earth Emperor, who was placed third on the leaderboard and battled his way up to the finals through tough opponents. His Fox Demon deck proved to be quite adaptive against different playstyles. He also had a close match against a wood deck, but managed to beat it. Will he be able to repeat it? In the first round, Eevoo starts off with resources from the below to mill and draw 2 cards, milling another resources. He then plays FvomEi demons to the mid base. FvomEi plays Lilia and recruits a token also in the middle line. However, he realizes late that it was a misplay. His intention was to sacrifice a token to activate Return to Nature and draw 2, but he has not the necessary gate for it. Eevoo plays his last resources from below to mill and draw another 2 cards and get his lantern into the below. He changed to the battle phase and punished the positioning of the token by destroying it and taking its tile. After a quite wonky start, he gets his needed Earthgate and recruits Little Hudia to prevent the FvomEi demons from entering the base, where Lilia goes up to deal damage, also luring to be attacked for his Return to Nature to trigger. Eevoo ranks up his FvomEi demon to his Fox demon and uses her ability to activate resources from below to keep drawing and milling cards. However, his mills were awful, hitting the worst cards to be in the below from his deck. Nonetheless, his Fox demon destroys Lilia, which DasFvomEi responds with Return to Nature, allowing him to draw 2 cards. FvomEi gets his Fire Gate and plays Detonating Beetle and moves his Little Fudia to prevent the Fox Demon to attack his soul directly. Eevoo chooses to change the cycle to Destruction, which not only allows him to play his Wood Gate, but it also amplified the ability of his Order card, entering the below. This allows him to mill 2 cards and chooses a card from the deck to send to the below. Although his Fox Demons got milled, he can now also send She-Ra the Immortal from his deck to the below. FvomEi is also forced to mill 2 cards from his deck. Eevoo then plays Shapeshifting Demon and activates its ability to recruit Lilia from his opponent's below. Lilia's ability gets activated to recruit a token. In the battle phase, releasing Destroy Little Hudia and enters the base. DasFvomEi is now in a very unfortunate situation that he has to deal with. He also decides to also turn the cycle to Destruction to get his metal element, allowing him to get Lulor, the Rose side, as well as a blockade Protective Thorn 3 on the field. Lulor is able to deal enough damage to get rid of the threat in his base. Eevoo gets his Firegate to then play Awin on the field while moving his units forward, while FvomEi moves his unit to phase them off. After getting a unit on the field, he uses Awin to destroy the blockade while using his ability to discard another Awin from his hand to set it up in the below. His other units continue to march forward. As FvomEi unit is now numbered, he can use the guard trait of Detonating Beetle to recruit itself. Here there was a questionable play from DasFvomEi, as he did not recruit the Beetle in front of Eevoo's unit to prevent a direct attack from the token or Lilia, and went for the token instead of Lilia, who had the higher attack stat. Nonetheless, Eevoo uses this to first destroy the Little Hudia with Awin and step into the base, whilst Lilia goes for the direct attack, ignoring Roseside. He had also the option to defeat Roseside with a double attack from Lilia and Awin. FvomEi uses the guard trait from his other Beetle to push Lilia away from the base and rank up the unscratched Detonating Beetle to his Zing Spider Demon. With the ability of Zing, he sacrifices Detonating Beetle to gain armor and an attack boost. This triggers the death ability of Detonating Beetle, which deals an AoE burn damage to all surrounding units. With the increased attack boost of Zing, he goes for the kill on Awin. However, Eevoo reduces the fatal damage by removing the other Awin from the below, allowing his Awin to survive the attack. Roseside then takes out the imposter Lilia. With Pagoda of Li Jing, he traps Awin and prevents it from attacking directly. In Eevoo's turn, he discards all his hand cards by playing Contract with the below, getting rid of his other 2 contracts and his Elemental Destruction to draw 3 new cards, hoping to improve his board. He then plays Retrieval from Below to get back his Fox Demon and rank up the Lantern. With her ability, he can activate resources from below to mill through and draw more cards, unfortunately hitting his other rank 3 Fox Demon in the process, so that all his ace units are currently in the below. With his Fox Demon, he goes for the attack and ends his turn, releasing Arwen from the pagoda. FvomEi plays Vivia and pushes the freed Arwen away from the base, which at the start of the battle phase heals his unit. Roseside then finally takes out Arwen, while Zing battles with Woolly Zing. Eevoo plays his Gate of the Below in front of the Roseside, and then revives She-Ra from his Below by banishing 3 cards. Due to the ability of Gate, he can recruit it on one of the surrounding tiles. In Fi's turn, he goes straight to battle, taking out Woolly Zing, while Eevoo contemplates whether to use his Arwen, but at the end decides to let it get destroyed to keep it for another time, as he sees that Roseside otherwise could also destroy the Fox Demon with her attack. Xiao Ezo then gets played and discards another She-Ra to the Below. With the full Below, She-Ra on the field is very strong and could one-tap any of the other units. However, Eevoo goes for Vivia instead, to reach the base and take out the healer. Fi recruits Vivia, while Roseside moves to take She-Ra down. However, Eevoo uses the Arwen in his Below to reduce the damage taken, which lets She-Ra survive the attack. He sends Zing forward, who defeats Xiao Ezo in entering the opponent's base. Eevoo revives his She-Ra that got discarded last turn onto a tile surrounding the gate and banishes another 3 cards. Instead of going for the direct hit, he takes down Vivia, leaving Fi with only 1 Vivia left in his deck. Fi uses Flower of Vitality on Zing to draw 2 cards and recruits Goyin. Roseside then moves and defeats the enemy on his base, while Zing goes for the direct attack on the enemy Emperor. Eevoo is forced to go back with She-Ra to take care of Zing. Fi recruits Lilia to gain a token in mind. He contemplated to take out the blockade, which forces him to take the tile, and his unit would then be defeated by She-Ra, therefore he only moves his unit up a tile. As his blockade is not defeated, Eevoo revives She-Ra back again from the below. Having 2 She-Ra on the field, one at the base and the other at the front, whose attack power can one-shot every unit Fi has to offer, really puts him in a bad spot, as he cannot go near the base of Eevoo. Fi decides to play Hundun and go for the team attack on She-Ra, unfortunately misplayed the placement as he could not finish off She-Ra, as the newly recruited Hundun blocks the path of Lilia, who could deliver the finishing blow. Eevoo now used it to go for the direct hit on Fi's sword. Fi playing Fenbor Forest Guardian to recruit another token. Then he goes to the blockade with Rose Guardian so that Eevoo cannot revive his She-Ra on its surrounding tile, while Fenbor takes care of the She-Ra in his base. Eevoo plays another gate and decides to ascend his Emperor with the ability of the Ascended Emperor. He then recruits Xiao Ezo into a surrounding tile of the gate. She-Ra then takes out Goyin. With 3 units ready to attack his base next turn, Fi needs to take care of them as he only have 1 soul left. He recruits Lilia to recruit another token, so they both block the base tile. He then sacrifices his token to activate Petal Storm to deal damage to Eevoo's units, while healing his own units. With his other Lilia, he recruits another token near Eevoo's base. With the damage on the enemy units, Fi manages to take them out, one by one with his other units. Upon the destruction of his units, Eevoo uses the ability of Lantern Spirits to recruit itself from the below on the surrounding tile of the blockade. With 5 different elements and his opponent having more units on the field, Eevoo uses Godly Balance to get rid of Fi's units. Fi decides to remove his 2 units. Without Lantern's ability, he would have to remove another unit. His Ascended Emperor then revives another rank 1 unit to then use it for rank up to Fulong, which deals burn damage to his surrounding units. The Ascended Emperor then takes out Fenbor. Fi in his turn uses the ability of Lilia to get another token and rank up Lilia to Zing. With Flower of Vitality, he heals Lilia to full health, which allows her to recruit another token. He then changes the cycle to Destruction and activates Final Charge by sacrificing one of his Lilias. His tokens now have haste and an additional speed, allowing the newly recruited token to attack Eevoo directly. With Zing's ability boost, he attacked by sacrificing the other token. Roseside and Zing team up to take down the Ascended Emperor, which destroys the last soul, ending in Eevoo's defeat. After a long back and forth between both, Fi leads the match with 1-0. Eevoo starts off the game with Xiao Ezo to draw and discard a card. Fi however bricked and could not play anything in his turn. Eevoo followed up with his eye. By getting his Earth Gate, he now then gets the unit detonating beetle on the field. Eevoo then goes straight to the battle phase, continues his advance into Vi's base as his unit survives. He ranked up his Fungball, allowing him to match the number of cards on the field by recruiting a token. He then heals the damage with Flower of Vitality, which allows him to draw 2 cards. Fungball then takes out Xiao. Eevoo then ranks up his own unit to Fulong, which deals an AoE damage to both of Vi's unit and then destroys 5 stone. This allows Vi to play the card Return to Nature to draw 2 cards, gaining him useful resources to use. Vi gets his Destruction Cycle to get a Metal Gate. He then activates Restructuring and exchanges Kira for Vivia. He then recruits Lilia in front of Fulong, which was a questionable move as this means that Eevoo can defeat Lilia next turn. He uses his ability to recruit a token and place a blockade behind Fulong, surrounding him. Eevoo also changes to the Destruction Cycle to get his Wood Gate. He then plays Return from Below to get back Xiao by discarding a card. Due to the amplified ability of Return from Below, Xiao gains haste. With Xiao, he also discards Protection of Fox Demon and play another copy of it to heal Fulong and gives it armor. As Xiao has haste, it moves forward and attacks Fungball, with Fulong finishing it off by boosting its damage by banishing another card from his below. Vi then recruits Vivia, which then heals Lilia with her ability. He moves his unit forward and ends his turn. Eevoo ranks up to Hulizing, the Fox Demon, and with her ability activates Protection of the Fox Demon to heal by 2 and give 2 armor to Fulong. As Protection of the Fox Demon was activated in the below, it can be retrieved to the hand, which he activates then again to fully heal Fulong. By removing 2 cards from the below, Fulong gains an attack boost and manages to defeat Vivia, while Hulizing takes out Lilia, threatening to take 2 souls next turn. With Molecular Exchange, Vi shuffles back Kundun in the deck to get his Detonating Beetle, which has the guard trait to move back Fulong. His token receives 2 armor from the blockade and moves towards Eevoo's space. Eevoo plays Little Fox Demon to send resources from below from his deck to the below. Hulizing then takes the first soul of the game, while Fulong takes out Detonating Beetle. Its death ability triggers to do AoE damage. Vi plays another guard, Vivia, to push Hulizing from the base to prevent his loss. With the mushrooms, he gets another token body on the field by offering health from Vivia, which he thinks would be destroyed next turn anyway. As his other token has no place to move except back, he does this and attacks Hulizing with it, planning on destroying her next turn. Eevoo ranks up Fulong to his ace unit, Unleash Fox Demon, to further increase the health of the unit in the base of Vi, to prevent it being taken out easily, and go for the 2 souls remaining. With its ability, it activates the discarded resources from below from last turn to draw more cards and stack up his below. It manages to get Aoring into his below to further secure his ace from being taken out. Unleash Fox Demon then takes 1 soul, while Hulizing defeats Vivia. With no options available to prevent Eevoo from taking the last soul, he only goes for the Fox Demon with his 2 tokens and accepts his defeat, as Eevoo goes for the last soul, and therefore ending the game with 1-1. The final game starts off with Eevoo playing Spying Eye Demon to look at his top card. He then plays resources from below to mill and draw 2 cards. Vi plays Vivia and ends his turn. With nothing else to play, he moves his demon and passes. Vi gets his Earth Gate and plays Detonating Beetle. With Molecular Restructuring, he exchanges his other Vivia for Lilia. As he does not have a Fire Gate yet, he must wait another turn to recruit her. Eevoo plays his Fox Demon, which allows him to activate resources from the below to mill and draw 2 cards again, unfortunately milling his other Fox Demon, as well as another copy of resources to the below. He then goes for the kill on Detonating Beetle, activating its death ability, damaging Fox Demon and Vivia. Vi plays Flower of Vitality and heal Vivia back to full health. He then recruits another Detonating Beetle, activating its guard trait to push back Fox Demon, while Vivia goes for the attack. Eevoo pays 2 might to change the cycle to Destruction to get his Wood Gate. With his Wood Gate active, he plays Protection to heal his Fox Demon and give it armor. She then destroys Vivia. Vi now places Lilia on the far right side to get a token and move his Detonating Beetle to face the Fox Demon and prevent her from entering the base. Eevoo rings up his Fox Demon once again for his ace, which activates resources to draw 2 cards and send his lantern to the below. The Unleash Fox Demon then defeats the Detonating Beetle to enter the base, preparing to attack Vi directly next turn. Vi uses Molecular Exchange to swap Vivia with another Detonating Beetle, which he then recruits it on the field and uses its guard trait to push back Fox Demon from base. With the ability of Little Hoodia, he sacrificed the token to exile Recruiter and draw a card. He activates Unleash Fox Demon's ability again to activate his resources in the below to mill and draw 2 cards. His Fox Demon then destroys the beetle, moving now the 3rd time into the base. Fi decides to not move the Fox Demon once again with the guard trait, but to recruit her in the middle of his unit to keep her alive, and instead heal her allies. Eevoo ranks up Eowyn to his Fox Demon to activate Protection of the Fox Demon, which heals his rank 3 and gives armor. With the ability of Protection, when activated in the below, it can be retrieved to hand. He then goes for the first soul of this round. Fi activates Lia's ability to recruit a token dangerously near Eevoo's base, then rank up his Little Hoodia to Fengbo to get another token. Fengbo and Vivia then takes out Eevoo's ace unit. With his unit being destroyed, Eevoo extra recruit Lantern from his below. Eevoo changes the cycle again to Destruction to get his Woodgate. He then ranks up the Lantern to Fulong, whose ability gets boosted from the Destruction cycle and deals 4 damage to his surrounding units, destroying Fi's token. In reaction, Fi plays Return to Nature to draw 2 cards. Fox Demon then finishes off Lilia. In Fi's turn, he recruits another Lilia to get a token, moves his other units forward. With all 5 gate elements, Eevoo plays Godly Balance to force Fi to remove his units until they have the same number of units, greatly reducing Fi's board. Fi decides to remove his 2 tokens and Lilia, while keeping his Fengbo and Vivia. Eevoo then recruits Unleash Fox Demon. With the order Recruit from below, he gets his little Fox Demon back. As he played the order card, Unleash Fox Demon gains an attack boost which manages to destroy Fengbo. Fi gets his Metal Gate and activates Molecular Restructuring to exchange his Hundun for another Vivia, which he extra recruits with the guard trait. As he now has fewer units on the field, he then ranks up to the other Vivia, to Fengbo, to get another token, basically gaining back part of his previous board. Fengbo then takes out Eevoo's last Unleash Fox Demon. Eevoo set up his gate on Fi's field half, and recruits the little Fox Demon to send Power of the Fox Demon to the below, which activates his ability to search for another Power of the Fox Demon. Fengbo then moves to destroy Vivia in her base by removing 2 cards from the below to boost its attack. Fi also, with his main units gone, plays Philia. As he needs to take care of Fulong before it takes his remaining soul, he goes back with Fengbo, while his tokens take Eevoo's souls. Here he made the mistake, as he might have won the soul race by keeping Fengbo at Eevoo's base. Eevoo recruits Shining Aura Augment and links it with his little Fox Demon. Instead of attacking Fi's soul, he takes out his archer, which allows Fulong to take the tile, stepping further away from Fengbo for it to reach him. Fi realizes his mistake too late. With the destruction cycle, Fi turns his fire gate into water and recruits Hundun. With Fengbo, he then destroys the below gate and takes the second soul of Eevoo, leaving him with only 1 soul left. Eevoo ranks up his little Fox Demon to Fulong, whose ability destroys the token, getting rid of the danger. Fi plays Return to Nature to draw 2 cards as a reaction. With a speed of 2, Fulong moves up towards Fi's base, while his Shining Aura Augment blocks Fengbo from getting near his Fulong, that way preparing to take a soul from Fi. His other Fulong then attacks directly, leaving Fi only with 1 soul left. Now that both players only have 1 soul, it depends on who can outdo the other the quickest. While Eevoo seems to have the upper hand currently, with all his units on Fi's field half. Fi recruits Lilia to get a token, places a blockade to prevent Fulong from entering. He then plays Heavy Pedal Storm by sacrificing his Hundun, which deals damage to all of Eevoo's unit, as they were surrounding it. Upon Hundun's death, his ability activates, which allows him to recruit a token, keeping the base tile protected. As Shining Aura Augment got destroyed, and Fulong at the base tile has now low enough HP for Fengbo to take it out. With the Fulong now being destroyed, Eevoo also got Eowyn in his below. In 1 turn, Fi manages to get rid of all the threats. Eevoo recruits his Spying Eye Demon with his guard trait and ranks it up to Dina, Void Summoner. His Fulong, now with no possible way to get the last soul, takes out the token. Fi ranks up his Lilia to his Spider Demon and sacrifices his token to get an attack boost. Now Spider Demon has enough damage to destroy Fulong, even when Eevoo would activate his Eowyn in the below, as a damage reduction would not be enough to save Fulong. Eevoo recruits another Eowyn to protect his base, and moves Dina, Void Summoner, to catch up to Fengbo before it reaches the base. Fi moves a unit to the left side, trying to move Eevoo's unit to also move to the left side. His units now are positioned to have one being able to threaten the base on the far left side, while the others stay in the middle to defend his base. Eevoo plays Shapeshifting Demon and uses its ability to recruit Vivia. He then moves Aoi forward, while Dina attacks Thunball. With the earlier positioning of the Spider Queen, she now gains the initiative of the attack on Aoi. Eevoo in his turn recruits Shining Aura Augment and link it with Aoi, which then attacks the Spider Queen. With the ability Dina Void Summoner, he finishes off Thunball. Fi reacts with Return to Nature to draw additional cards. Her second ability allows her to return a remove card back to the below, which she chooses to be resources of her below. Fi activates Flower of Vitality to heal his Spider Demon nearly to full health and draw 2 cards. He then recruits Hundun to defend his base tile and saves his Aoi from being destroyed by removing another Aoi from his below. With another empowered attack of Dina, she destroys Hundun, which allows Fi to extra recruit a token to its base, as well as gaining 2 mites. With another Flower of Vitality, he heals his Spider Demon, keeping her alive and drawing 2 further cards, which leaves him with 1 card left in the deck. He now switches his strategy from getting the last soul of Eevoo to gain 20 might points for the win, as he does not see him getting into the enemy base fast enough. He then recruits another Hundun and activates Great Petal Storm to sacrifice his token, which deals 4 damage to Eevoo's Dina, gaining him 1 might. With the ability of Spider Demon, he then sacrifices newly recruited Hundun, which triggers its ability to extra recruit another token, gaining him 2 mites through the Emperor. His Spider Demon now is doing 9 damage to Aoi. However, after checking Eevoo's below, he discovers there's another Aoi, which reduces incoming damage. Therefore, by sacrificing his other token, Spider Demon has now enough damage to destroy Aoi, even with the damage reduction, to then gain his final might point for the victory. With his last amazing display of combos, DasFvomEi manages to win the match 2-1 against Eevoo, with only a single card left in the deck, and therefore gains the title of True Emperor God, and being cemented in the Hall of Fame. With this final match, Season 1 Battle of Shen-Tiandi ends, while Season 2 begins. You think you can do better or you want to improve your skills? Feel free to sign up and participate in the next event and tournament. See you hopefully soon on the battlefield. Bye.